What does it take to be great? It takes courage. The courage to face trials that test your limits, the courage to fall and rise again, and the courage to embrace failure as a stepping stone to success. Greatness isn't handed out. It's earned in moments of solitude, forged in the fires of struggle, and revealed in the depths of adversity. As another year begins, ask yourself, are you still stuck where you were last year, waiting for the right time? Time doesn't wait for permission. It doesn't pause for birthdays, holidays, or excuses. It keeps moving, and so should you. Life doesn't hand out second chances. It rewards those who dare to take the first step and keep pushing forward, no matter how hard the road gets. Today, decide, will you sit back and watch life pass by, or will you step into the arena, face your fears, and fight for the future you deserve?
If you want to be great, you must accept the responsibility that comes with it. The responsibility that comes with it is that you must overcome some great trials to become great. You want to be a leader, then you have to learn to follow. If you want to become great, then you must also know great failures so that you can identify great success. You must also face moments alone, moments that's your personal arena, trials that God allows into your life to reveal what you really made. So another year is come and gone, and a lot of us are the same, the place we were last year with the waiting on. We sleep 1/3 of our lives, and we think we can take days off. We think we have the right to sit back and give ourselves options on which way we're gonna go in life. Am I gonna run today? Am I gonna work out the day before it's Christmas? It's New Year's, it's my birthday. Do you think time that is Christmas, that is New Year's, that's your birthday? You give me something to me, the options. Let me tell you one thing, time is running out. Keep on sitting around wondering what you want to do. You just can run out of time. So make sure you do one thing. Stop crowd that may take time off, but you can't afford to win.
You face something real, something genuine, something challenging. You find out what you're made of, and everything that you face must also face you, and in you, you have a toolkit. You have your will, you have your determination, you have your faith, you have your past experiences to build for when we encounter adversity and opposition. You keep it pushing. A lot of people done sacrifice for you to be in this moment, knowing that a cat's mother had worked for them to be in that situation, knowing that a coach has sacrificed to put them in that situation. Teachers believed in them, put them in that situation. The cats came in every single day and treated it like it was nothing. I'm talking about, what will you do with the vehicle that you've been blessed with every single day to become a better man?
That's it. Forgive up. You should never quit, because there's never going to be something that comes up against you that you are not personally prepared to face, because this is your arena, and God never puts you in a arena that He doesn't accompany you into. Here's what I discovered that happens to your life. That you will go through things, and while you're going through them, you can't understand why it's happening to you. But after you go through it, you get back and you look at it and you say, oh, now I understand why I needed that lesson.
If you want to know something about yourself, sit on your bed one night and say, what's one thing I'm doing wrong that I know I'm doing wrong that I could fix, that I will fix? You meditate on that. You'll get an answer, and it won't be one you want, but it'll be the necessary one.
It is not the critic who counts, nor the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the door of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, who spins himself into a worthy cause, who at the best knows, in the end, the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly. So his place shall never be with those who are cold and timid souls, who neither knew victory nor defeat. It's hard, easy, it's not an option. It's hard. Living life is hard. See, it's hard when you are 49 years old and working on a job for 17 years, and they come in and tell you you're finished and give you 1 week severance, tie and you got to start all over again. It's hard when you are married and raising children, and your children are crawling and your husband dies unexpectedly. It's hard handling just the tragedies look like it's law.
If you want to be great, you have to be willing to risk it. But when you risk it, understand you have the skill set to win. And if you fail, you only fail to realize that that's a learning opportunity in a moment. It's your moment. Don't throw it away. Don't walk away. Never give up. So those of us who are living, we have an obligation to live our lives to the absolute fullest. Life is one big tug of war, and you don't win that tug of war by pushing the rumble. You have to pull that mother, and a lot of times you can pull yourself through life. This morning I did not want to get up, try to pull my ass out of bed, but guess what? The more and more I got into that run, each step into that run, I started gaining more and more confidence. But to gain that confidence, you have to be willing to pull yourself out of bed, pull yourself out of the funk, pull yourself out of whatever the life has thrown at you, to gain that confidence.
When you're working at your dream, somebody said, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Oh, to you, it's good to you. Why see when it's hard, there's a struggle. See what you become in the process is more important than the dream. That's far more important, the kind of person you become, the character that you built, the courage that you developed, the faith that you're manifesting. Universe hard, but you did it hard. Your mind has to be stronger than your feelings. Your feelings keep you in bed. Your mind tells you, get up. You may not feel qualified. You don't think you have the talent. The odds are against you. You wouldn't have that opportunity if you weren't already equipped. It's in you. But you have to call it out. You have to start blessing yourself. You'll be tempted to talk about all the reasons why you're not able. It's too big. You don't have the resources. You come from the wrong family. Don't curse yourself.
Grayed out. There's lots of hierarchies to attempt to climb, and if you fail in one, go try in another. But the point is, you're still trying to aim for the top. And what the hell are you gonna do if you don't try to aim for the top? You know, flap about uselessly and whine about your life. It's not helpful. It'll just make you miserable. You're not reliable to anyone. You can't help out in a crisis. I don't care what you to do, but go out there, make something of yourself for God's sake. Be an honest person and work and get to the top of whatever it is that you want to get to the top of. Stand up for yourself like a respectable human being and be a bit of a light on the world instead of a blight. There's nothing people can say, nothing they can do. They can keep you from your purpose. Yes, there may be seasons of disrespect where it looks like they're getting the upper hand, but your time is coming. The meal is being prepared. You can trust the faithfulness of God.
Decide to live your fantasy. See, in life, you can go through life. You can come up with reasons, or you can come up with results. You can come up with excuses, or you can come up with achievement. You can go through life blaming, or you can come up with solutions, choices in your hands, satisfaction or despair. We can choose that. I will try 100 times to get up, and if I fail 100 times, if I fail and I give up, do you think that I'm ever gonna get up? No, but if I fail, I try again and again and again. For as long as I try, there's always that chance of getting up. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what most people miss out of life. You've got to be willing to risk, and you're not willing to risk, you can't grow in life. So, what will you choose? Will you let fear and doubt keep you on the sidelines, or will you rise, step into the arena, and fight for your dream? The clock is ticking, and every second you hesitate is a second lost. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. The only moment you have is now. Take the risk. Face the challenge. Own your story. Because greatness isn't about never falling. It's about rising every single time you do. Your journey starts here. Make it count.
The only thing holding you back is you. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself why you're not where you want to be? Have you ever truly looked in the mirror and asked, what's stopping me? It's not your past. It's not the people around you. It's not bad luck. It's the lies. The ones you repeat every single day. I'm too tired. I don't have enough time. I'll start when the time is right. But let's be honest with ourselves, those aren't reasons. Those are chains. Chains you've placed on yourself. Chains you have the power to break. Because life isn't waiting. Life isn't going to pause while you sit there contemplating. It rewards those who move, who act, who push forward, even when every fiber of their being screams to stop. This is your wake-up call, not to wish, not to hope, but to decide. Decide to fight. Decide to push past the fear, past the doubt, past the comfort of mediocrity. Because the only way to break free is through relentless effort. Inch by inch, step by step, battle by battle. So now let's tear down the excuses, face the truth, and reclaim your power. Will you step up?
Stop lying to yourself. Look at the way you talk to yourself. Would you talk to someone you love the way you talk to yourself? Every excuse you make is a lie. I don't have the energy. I'm lying. Energy is built through movement, through action, not through sitting around waiting for motivation. I don't have enough resources. And lie. Some of the greatest success stories started with nothing. They didn't wait for permission. They made a way. I don't feel like it today. In lie, nobody feels like showing up every single day. The difference between winners and losers, winners show up anyway. Here's the truth. Life rewards those who show up. There are no shortcuts, no magic formulas, no overnight success stories. What you put in equals what you get out. So you need to ask yourself, are you putting in enough? Are you truly giving it your all? Because your mindset must shift from limitation to possibility, from fear to action. People always ask, what does it take to be truly happy? The answer, progress. Progress equals fulfillment. The moment you stop evolving, stop pushing, stop challenging yourself, that's when you start dying inside. And that's why failure is not your enemy. Failure is the key. Failure is your greatest teacher. The greatest warriors, the most legendary creators, the most powerful minds in history, they weren't the smartest, the strongest, or the luckiest. They were the ones who refused to quit. They embraced failure because they knew it was the only way to grow. So the only way forward, stop making excuses and start making moves.
The price of excuses. Let's be brutally honest, why do most people fail? Because they don't take action. They dream, they talk, they plan, but they never execute. You can hope for success. You can visualize success. You can pray for success. But unless you wake up every single day and put in the work inch by inch, step by step, you will never achieve it. So ask yourself, what do you want out of this year? What do you want out of your life? Now take the word hope and throw it in the trash. Hope is weak, hope is passive, hope is waiting. Replace it with action, discipline. Because the world isn't going to change for you. You know what is in your control? Your mindset, your actions, your discipline. That's where the game is won. Win the inner battle and you'll win the outer war.
Show up for yourself no matter what. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to pull you out of bed, push you into the gym, force you to start that business, or make you put in the hours. Your dreams, your goals, your future, they are waiting for one thing, your relentless commitment. Your excuses, they are the chains between you and your destiny. They whisper comfort. They tell you it's okay to wait. They convince you that tomorrow is the right time. But deep down, you already know the truth. Every excuse is stealing your time, your potential, your life. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Stop waiting for permission. You don't need it. Stop waiting for conditions to be ideal. You must create the opportunity, inch by inch, step by step, battle by battle. Because life doesn't reward the smartest, the fastest, or the strongest. It rewards those who refuse to quit. Every time you push past your excuses, you grow stronger. Every time you choose action over apathy, you get closer to your potential. Every time you silence fear, You prove to yourself that you are capable of greatness. This isn't just about hitting a goal. This is about building a life of purpose, passion, and progress.
Make the decision right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Make the choice that you will no longer let excuses define you. Make the choice that you will take control, no matter how hard it gets. Make the choice that you will become the person you were meant to be. Because here's the reality: when you look back on your life, you won't remember the excuses you made. You'll remember the moments you broke through, the days you fought for your future, the battles you won out against the world but against yourself. And in that moment, you will realize something powerful. Everything you needed was inside you all along. Your strength, your resilience, your relentless drive to win. It's all there waiting for you to unleash it. So don't waste another second. Get up, show up, take what's yours, because you are worth it. Your dreams are worth it, and the world is waiting for you to prove it. Now go. Rise, conquer, never look back.
The power of choice and the fight for greatness. Every single person faces a defining moment in life, a decision that will shape everything that follows. And that decision is whether you will step into your full potential or stay in the shadows of what could have been. It's a decision rooted in faith, not the kind that comes from certainty, but the kind that requires belief before proof. You must decide deep in your soul that the best way to live is to make everything that is good better. That means elevating the best parts of yourself, striving to bring out the greatness in others, and refusing to allow negativity to shape your life. Because when you truly love something, you care for it, and the greatest thing you can care for is your own destiny. But here's the catch. You don't just wish for a better life. You don't sit back and wait for it. You create it. You have to start defining what you want. Write it down, speak it into existence, project it into the universe. This is the law of attraction. You control your life the way a remote controls a television. Whatever channel you tune into, whether it's success, positivity, growth, or failure, that's what you will experience. Want more people to smile at you? Start smiling first. Want more opportunities? Be the one who reaches out first. Want success?
Start moving like someone who deserves it. Because life is a mirror. What you put out always comes back. And if you don't believe that, then look at where you are right now. Look at your habits, your daily choices, your thoughts. Are they bringing you closer to your goals? If not, then it's time. It's time to move. It's time to rise. It's time to become who you were meant to be. Stop settling, demand more from yourself. Look around you. Everything you have, everything you've built, it's a reflection of what you once believed was possible. But is this enough? Or do you feel that burning desire deep inside you, that restless energy that tells you, this isn't it, there's more? Because the only way to grow is to get dissatisfied with staying the same. You cannot settle for good when you were meant for great.
You cannot accept average when there is excellence within you. The reason you have another breath in your lungs isn't just to existence, because there's more for you to do, more for you to achieve, more for you to become. So stop wasting time, because time is precious. It is the one thing in life that never repeats. Once it's gone forever. And here's the harsh truth. Your time will run out before your turn ever comes. People sit around waiting for their turn, thinking that one day life will magically open doors for them. But while they're waiting, their skills are fading, their talents are going unused, and their potential is slipping away. Success is not about waiting for the right moment. Success is about creating it. And if you refuse to take action now, don't be surprised when life passes you by. You were not born to be average. So what are you working toward? What kind of future are you building? What kind of person are you becoming? What do you want your body to look like? What kind of relationships do you want? What skills do you want to master? Because here's what people don't understand. Everything you're going through is preparing you for the life you asked for. But most people trip while they're in the process. They complain, they get impatient, they wonder why it's taking so long. But the process is necessary, because without struggle, there is no strength. Without failure, there is no wisdom. And the moment you start seeing every challenge, every setback, every disappointment as a lesson, not a loss, that's when you start moving differently. You will stop complaining and start learning. You will stop doubting and start believing. You will stop hesitating and start taking action. Because here's the real test. Life will knock you down. The question is, who will get back up? It's not your talent, it's your perseverance. You see, greatness isn't determined by talent. It's not about how gifted you are. It's not about where you were born. It's not about how many resources you have. It's about your perseverance. It's about whether you have the heart to keep going when nothing is working. It's about whether you can keep believing before you see the results. Because if you keep throwing everything you have in life, eventually something will stick. The people who make it to the top, they weren't born special. They decided they were going to win. They made a choice to be unstoppable. So the question is, what choice will you make? The truth you've been avoiding. Most people live their whole lives avoiding one truth. The thing you want the most is hiding in a place you're most afraid to look. The opportunities you've been waiting for. They are behind the door labeled fear. And the only way forward is through. You must stand up straight and face the darkness. Because when you do, you will find that the light you've been searching for was inside you all along. You are stronger than the obstacles in front of you. You are greater than the doubt inside you. And if you can just hold on, if you can keep going when life gets hard, if you can refuse to break, you will make it. You will win. You will prove everyone wrong. Because this is your one shot, one life, one chance to make it count. And regret is worthless. It does nothing for you. The only thing that matters is what you do next. So stop wasting time. Stop waiting for someone to save you. Stop letting fear decide your future. Your time is now. It's time to rise. It's time to fight for your dreams. It's time to prove to yourself that you are capable of more. Because the only thing standing between you and your best life is your willingness to take action. You've waited long enough. No more excuses. No more delays. This is your moment, so take it. And if this message lit something inside you, if you're ready to stop settling and start winning, then subscribe to the channel, because this is just the beginning. We are in this fight together, and we are going to the top